The day trader standing by with our final trade of the day. Mike Shorr, what do you have for us?
I'm watching DocuSign. DOCU is the ticker, and we're going all the way back to their last earnings, which they got absolutely smashed. This darling of the pandemic up there with Zoom just got absolutely smoked on guidance, and so I think it went down about 42% on earnings, which is obviously a big move for any stock, but kind of a boring electronic document signing company that's not great. But since then, it's been in this really nice, tight, consolidating range. So anybody who needed or wanted to sell it certainly could, and we're just looking for that move to the upside. As we see with the Nasdaq having the move that it did yesterday, we're seeing actually, and DOCU actually held in for the most part for that. But what we need is a confirmation up before we do anything. But if you look, talk about a gap. If anybody's going to draw a gap on a chart, it's going to be that one. So I'm looking for us to clear 164.34 in DOCU. And so then, and if that's the case, then I'm looking to go with, you could do a spread, you could do just a straight like 165 call. That's what I would be looking at. And don't try and play this 42% gap. Just play it in increments. Play it off of, play your stop off of how much you paid for whatever you got in. I would just buy a regular call to start with, unless you want to go longer term, and then you could look at some sort of spread. But for a day trade, that's what I would want.
For some of the newer traders who are watching our program, Mike, explain what you mean when you see a gap in a stock chart.
Gap, so when you see the close of a day and then the following day, a big difference between that open. So for the example of earnings, let's just say earnings come out after the close, then looking at that opening price, and that actually the price I gave you was close to close, but about a 40% move in a day, with no trade in between because it was just a binary move. So a gap means if you can actually see open space between the close and the open of two bars.
Thank you so much, Mike.
Absolutely. Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks as always for having me.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.